Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to go to work here in a bit. I wasn't supposed to be in until 11, but I got messaged yesterday to see if I would go in to open, which it's a little after 9 now, and I'm going to have to leave about 9:30. But yesterday I had done a video in the fish room so you could see all the fish and things like that. It was my day off, and I said I had a bunch of things to do. One of the things was to go and donate plasma, but I am unable to. My numbers were fine. I would have been able to donate, but this little number kept me from donating. I didn't think that I needed to tell them about this, but since it was bandaged when I was going through the preliminaries, they asked me what happened with my finger, and I told them, and because there is numbness, I'm not allowed to donate. They said the ulnar nerve travels from the pinky up to the elbow, and since I damaged nerves, there is a possibility that the ulnar nerve is involved. I don't know if there's a way to find out if it is or isn't. It could be just fine and the other nerves are damaged, but there is no way to tell. So until the feeling comes back in this finger, which could be, I don't even know when. We're already a week in to the accident, and it is still numb. I do have a follow-up appointment tomorrow because they want to follow along, and I will be telling them, obviously, like, the knuckle down, this knuckle here hurts. So when I'm not wearing this, when I do bend, like all the way down, I get to a certain point and it hurts like crazy. Because I did damage I bruised the bone really, really well. I had to have, because I didn't break it. But because my finger on the, it's numb, I can't donate. And I was like, even if I use my other arm, no, because you need to have two available arms. Because there are occasions where you'll go with a certain arm and partway through progress slows down, or some issue happens where they need to switch from one arm to the other. And that's happened to me twice. So I wouldn't have a second arm. So yeah, I am unable to donate until this decides to get better, till, the feeling comes back. So there goes my little source of income from a fish. Till further notice, I'm not going to have that coming in from donating, which really sucks because I had plans for those fish. I was talking about tanks that I needed for Jasper and Phoenix and for Kappa, and I can't do any of that now because I don't have that money coming in from donating, because I can't donate because of this stinking finger. So I don't know. I see a lot of channels where they provide a way for you to donate money for helping them get the things that they need, and I feel weird about that because I am not near, I'm still just, small pickings. So I feel weird about, hey, if you feel like helping out, but hey, just in case somebody does want to help, I will put my PayPal link in the description, so that I can get some help to get those tanks for the fish until I can donate, you know, in the meantime while I can't donate. I hate that they have to be in those containers even longer because of this. I really was wanting to get them out and into something bigger, especially now that Jasper's swimming so much better. It wasn't as big of a concern for me at the time when he struggled, because I didn't want him to have more space and more water to struggle in. I wanted to make sure that he could swim enough to get his food and, you know, things like that, and just to not have to work so hard. But now that he's doing so much better, and Phoenix has been doing well from the get-go, I really would like to get them into a tank. And Kappa has been, you know, nice and patient. You know, she's been in that container for almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. So, I really need to get her out of there. And, you know, I was like, I'm going to donate, and I'm going to get those tanks. And now I can't. So, if anybody does want to help, the PayPal link, my PayPal link will be down below. Otherwise, I guess they're just going to be having to wait, because there's not much I can do about this. I certainly don't want to lie to them and say the feeling came back so I can donate, because if the ulnar nerve is damaged and it causes a problem with donating, I really don't want to harm myself in order to get fish tanks. So, I guess them's the breaks. Hopefully, I'll get the feeling back. It's weird how it's, you know, from about here up on the inside that's numb. But then from there down, it's just pain. So, I don't know. Life just keeps throwing me some curveballs. Tomorrow we'll have our refrigerator delivered, and I'll have to prepare for that. I'm assuming that the people are going to be taking our old fridge, otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do. I think that's what they do. They take your old refrigerator. So, yeah. But anyway, this was just a Gabby video, and just, you know, boo to this that I can't donate. Like, I went through the whole, my numbers were good, but they had me see a nurse because of this. I could have donated if it wasn't for this, because my numbers were good, but because I damaged nerves. So I really wish my job would have taken it a little bit more seriously and been proactive about it. They weren't. There was no incident report filled out. No, you should go to the doctor. Anything like that. So I was like, well, I'm just going to go myself then, because I want to make sure I'm okay. They're not concerned enough to to have me fill out a report or anything, or send me to the doctor, which is way out of my, I'm in foreign waters at this point, because in the past, if I got hurt at work, which was twice, you know, I'm, you know, in the last 20 years, twice, but there was always an incident report filled out, and I wasn't necessarily sent to the doctor for both things, but for definitely one of them, they sent me to the doctor that day, didn't have me work. They wanted to make sure that I was okay. So it was really uncharacteristic to me to have been injured and not have anyone say, let's fill out a report, or, and they still had me work, finish out my shift at the end of the night. So I went to the doctor on Saturday. This had happened on Wednesday, and I went to the doctor on Saturday, and they seemed really upset that I went without telling them. And I was thinking, I was going to take care of it. It wasn't because they were upset because the doctor contacted them because it was a work injury, and they said, we need paperwork. We need, whatever to file it, because I discovered my insurance wouldn't cover it because it was work related. So they wanted to contact them. I gave the number, and work was upset. And I was like, I didn't try and do this all sneakily. I wasn't trying to be sly. I wasn't trying to stick it to you. I just don't want to I had an x-ray. I don't want to get hit with hundreds of dollars of medical now because you guys didn't want to be proactive with me. So, I don't know. They seem to be okay now. But yeah, it was a really stressful day when I was like, why am I out? I feel like I'm the bad guy now, and I'm the one that got hurt, and nobody stepped up. So I don't know. Maybe they think it's more minor than it is. I mean, oh, you closed your finger in something, I've closed my fingers in all sorts of things over the years, but not to this degree. So, yeah, it may seem minor to some, but, and they're kind of annoyed that I can't do dishes. But I mean, that was doctor's orders. Don't get it wet. So, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just following orders. I'm not going to risk infection or anything else because there was an open wound. There still is. I mean, it's scabbed over, but, I'm not going to risk infection because you guys want me to do dishes. But anyway, that's my little ramble, and I have to get ready for work now. So, I will talk with y'all later. I will put my link in the description if you feel like you want to help me out a little bit, until I can donate again. That would be awesome. I mean, I'm not going to be disappointed if no one does, because really, I'm small pickings. I don't have that many subscribers, so if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But hey, you never know unless you ask. So I'm asking. But yeah, hope everybody has a great day. Have a great Thursday, and I will talk with y'all later.